Taylor Burkhardt will be going fourth. Man going first is Benno Kunst from Slovenia. Finished fifth in the qualification. He was fourth in the vault at the last World Cup in Baku just a couple of weekends ago. Andrej Kalny from Czechia will be going second. The 23-year-old from Prague was second through qualification, so one to look out for in this competition, that is for sure. There is Taylor Burkhardt, and the other gymnast that will be in this first rotation is Tanida Masaharu, Japanese athlete from Fukui. Here. Vault bronze at the Cairo World Cup in 2023. That was his last World Cup outing, in fact. He's fourth at the 2018 Junior European Championships, but got vault gold at the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018. Well, flying second here. Consistent through his two vaults in qualification as well. Tanida waiting to go for his warm-up. Part of the Japanese team that took gold at the 2023 Junior World Championships right here in Antalya. So preparations nearly complete. Vault is a high stakes gamble with every single launch. The vault is a test of courage, but also calculated risk. All change for this year means that all men's vaults have had their difficulty score reduced by 4/10 of a mark. That's some change. So we're ready to get underway. And the men's floor event begins with Benno Kunst from Slovenia, from Recice, 23-year-old. Get the competition underway. Just a little corrective step there at the end. Vault competition is up and running. So there's four things really to look out for if you're just watching the vault for the first time. First thing is the twisting form as we take a look back at Benno-Kunst's first vault. How do the legs look? Is everything extended when it needs to be? Toes pointed and flexed. And you're looking at height, the amplitude the gymnast gets when they push off the table or the vault. The landing, of course. And we're looking out to minimize hops, steps, shuffles. And then something perhaps newbies won't appreciate is the axis. Does the gymnast fly in a straight line away from the vault? Or do they veer off from one side to the other? 13.8 dead then for vault number 1. So we'll have another go at this. 2 scores pulled together to give him his final score. Scored 13.97 with his 967 with his first vault in qualification. 13.667 with his second vault. Just a little correction on the second landing. Makes his way to the mix zone area. Whilst we wait for the score on his second vault and then the combination. Just got a shot there, him shaking his hands with the top qualifier, Artur Davtyan. 13.7 is the final result here after a 13.6 dead second jump. So 13.700 is the benchmark set by Benno-Kunst. Now Ondrej Kalny from Czechia, the 23-year-old from Prague, qualified second. 14.233 combined score for his qualification vaults. 2018 Youth Olympic champion on the vault. Plenty to unravel in that. We'll start first with a little corrective step at the end. Flight and height, very good. Toes pointed. The twists look pretty tight as well, all tucked up. So a little increase on Kunst's first jump, not by much. Again, another little corrective hop at the end there, but two pretty solid vaults from Czechia. packs in quite a lot, doesn't he, from launch to land. (13.700). Score set by Kunst with the first 2 vaults. 14.1, the overall score there after a 13.967 second jump at 14.100 takes Kalni into 2 top spot. Now the 20-year-old from Fukui, Anida Masaharu, coached by his father, won the all-around at the 2023 All Japan High School Championships. This is his first World Cup vault final. He's coming slightly off to the left as he would see it. Just needed that corrective step on landing. See the aggression that he takes into the vault. Nice score for a first vault there, 13.9. Bent knees on the landing then needed a little bit of correction. 14.1, the target set by Kalni from Czechia. This could be an important score coming up for the outcome of this particular competition. Got 14.067 in qualification to Nida, so he certainly could threaten the podium. So in the end, not enough. 13.750 for the second vault. Puts Tanida into 3rd position. Now, Taylor Burkhart, 22-year-old from Colorado, studying at Stanford University. Correction at the end, but that was a pretty good vault other than that. Tanida, who went before, got bronze medal in the men's floor competition. He sits in the provisional third place. Don't see him making the podium here, but Burkhart was the floor routine gold medalist. First day of finals here at the Antalya World Cup. That vault, pretty good. Look at that, 14-2. By far the biggest score so far in the competition. Biggest score than both of his qualification vaults, 14.026 for his first vault in qualification, 13.269 for his second vault. Did drop his difficulty on his second vault in qualification. Might not want to take the risk of doing that here. Bigger correction there from Burkhart, but has he just put himself in contention? Although we do see a fault flag there from one of the judges. So stepping outside the tram lines was why the flag went up. A bigger correction than he would have wanted. Get penalised for going outside the tram lines. And it's resulted in a 13.5 total score, 13.850. So 13.850 pushes him into second place, just behind Kalny. Is that going to be good enough to stay up on the podium? We shall find out. Second rotation warming up now. We'll have Norway's Sebastian Spunevik. Malaysia's Chun Chen Ng. Yaho Sharamko. Independent athlete also going in this order. That was the Norwegian. Spunevik. And to watch out for Armenia's Artur Davchan, the top qualifier, and an Olympian at vault bronze in Tokyo. vault silver in Paris. These two games also competed at London 2012 and Rio 2016, a four-time Olympian. Top qualifier. Sharamko makes his way off the field of play. So 4 more athletes to come in the vault. Competition currently is being led by Andrei Kalny of Czechia. He leads Taylor Burkhart of the United States of America. Sitting third at the moment is Beno Kunst from Slovenia. Nida Masuharu, fourth position. So the competition resumes with Sebastian Sponevic from Lawrence-Koe, Norway. Well, all the Norwegian fans are happy with that. Catch up with coach between the two vaults. Just about got the twist around. 14.5. Qualified in fourth position, 14.84. Again, another just a little correction, but it was straight down the middle. It looked pretty neat and tidy. Junior European silver medalist from 2022 convert his first vault final to a podium appearance. So 14.150, the new benchmark. Sponovic has put himself at the top of the pile here. Who better to follow then than the gymnast who finished qualification top with a 14.483. Armenia's Davtyan, from the capital in Yerevan. As I said, four-time Olympian, silver at the last Olympic Games on the vault in Paris, bronze in Tokyo in 2020, well, 2021. Vault world champion in 2022. Davtyan then. Woof. Just a little off center, but other than that, all good. Now, just holding the lower part of his back after that vault. Tucked up nicely. solid through the twist as well. Looks like he's carrying just some sort of niggle at the moment. You might see a pretty big score here for Davtjan. 14-7. New highest score of the final. Davtjan in the driving seat at the moment. What can he produce with vault number 2? Well, a couple of corrective steps, but difficulty level looked pretty high, and he's pretty happy with that. Set a 14.700 with his first vault. Higher than both his qualification vaults. There wasn't much wrong with this either. Power he puts down through the right side of his body on the landing. 14.6 leads to a 14.650 final score, and that puts Davtjan into the lead. He overtakes Sponovic, oh there we go, on the scoreboard, and pushes Burkhardt down into 4th position. As Kelly now sits in the bronze medal position. Now here's a man that could change all of that. Yahor Sharamko. Independent athlete from Moilev, the 26-year-old, scored 14.167 to qualify 3rd for this vault final. Difficulty pretty high there. Just the landing where he may lose a few execution points. Plenty of vault medals through his career. 14.033 then. Started things out the World University Games in Naples in 2019 with the vault silver. Followed up with a vault silver at the European Championships in Turkey, actually in Mersin in 2020. Bronze medalist, of course, at the last World Cup on this piece of apparatus as well. Did well to stay in between the tram lines. 14-2-3-3, the final score, which pushes Sharamko up into second position behind Davtjan. Now sitting third is the Norwegian Sponevik. So Davtjan from Shamaku, and then Davtjan sitting at the top of the pile with a 14.650. Now the final man was the 8th best qualifier, Chun Chen Ng from Johor in Malaysia. Oh, did not get that right at all. Was there a slip off the vault? Get to have another look at this. Yeah, that looked like the left hand just didn't make decent enough contact there with the table. Yeah, just a slip there with the left hand, so it didn't get the height and the amplitude off the apparatus. That's what resulted in what looked like a nasty fall. See how the reaction of the judges shows that, well, job number one for them is athlete welfare, athlete safety. It looks like he's all right. No lack of commitment, that's for sure. He would have known straight away that he wouldn't have had the amplitude, but he still went for it. Some bravery. Just every time you look at that left hand now as it makes contact with the vault, you start to feel the pain of that fall. Fortunately, the crash mat taken out some of the blow there, but clearly he's been given a little bit of time to recover here. You can see the reaction from those around the venue. Genuine concern on the floor, and I think from what we can see on those faces, there's a huge amount of relief that Ng is seemingly unscathed. If anything, he's eager to get on with his second vault. Sponevik on the right-hand side there, the Norwegian, sitting in the bronze medal position at the moment. Tour champion Burkhardt from the USA sitting next to him. Has been pushed out of the podium spots. Was it worth the wait? So we have our podium spots already picked, but we want to see land his second vault. Better than the first, is all we can say. That slip of the hands, cursing the table before he walks away. But he's got to consider that this has been a relatively good outing. He was 7th in the vault final at the Doha World Cup last year. He's going to finish 8th here. But it's all part of the journey, potentially, to his first podium. Well, we don't need to wait for Ng's final results, because we can tell you that Sebastian Spunovic, with his 2 brave vaults, has claimed the bronze medal. The Norwegian sitting in 3rd. There is the final score, 12.733, puts into 8th. Yaho Sharamko, the independent athlete, sits in silver position, but winning by quite some margin. The top qualifier, Armenia's Artur Davtyan, takes gold in the men's vault. It's the order that they'll go in. Look out for number 6, Turkiye's Ferhat Alichan, the top qualifier, 3-time Olympian, parallel bronze at Tokyo 2020. He's in the mix through the second rotation. Also going to look about the man going just ahead of him. Yon Abdu Rakimov, another Olympian, was the contended in the parallel bars only in Paris. Also competed at Tokyo. Got a World Cup bronze on the parallel bars in Cottbus, Germany last year. We were watching was Ahmed Riyad Aliwat, one of 2 Algerians in the lineup. And also be contesting in the first rotation with Bilal Balawi, both 21 years old. Going second in the rotation, this man here from Japan, Tanaka Yusuki. Fourth of the Olympians in the lineup. Robert Dvorgal from Lithuania. Going second. Tanaka, sorry, he'll be going 7th. Tanaka's going second in the lineup. The Japanese 35-year-old scored a 13.533 in qualification. the team that took Olympic gold at Rio 2016. And that was 4 years after they'd taken team silver at London 2012. Wibye from Norway, from Fredrikstad. Belowy, the second of the two Algerians, out there, making his World Cup debut. Marks from a place called Dar El Beida, which was originally called Maison Blanche, which was during the French colonial days. Maison Blanche, for those of you French, stands for White House. Very appropriate that he should be making his debut here on a building that is gleamingly white throughout. So we're about to get underway here. The athletes will perform on these two horizontal bars, demonstrate strength, balance and swing elements. Routines entail swinging above and below the bars in acrobatic flying motion, changing directions and maintain the perfect balance, which are all part of it, culminating in what they all hope is a dramatic dismount off either this side or the end of the bars. Gymnasts need a great deal of upper body strength to execute the series of swings and flights on these two bars. The most challenging manoeuvres are when the gymnast loses sight of the bars or the poles for just a split second. Get ready for a thrilling display of dynamic movement and incredible strength on the men's parallel bars. First out, Ahmed Riyad Aliouat, Algeria. Not a bad start at all. When you look at the things that the judges are going to look for, straight lines, legs together, fluidity when you're moving, stillness, absolute stillness when you're in those balanced positions. Control, smooth, so looking for good poise. Getting to balance between each phase as quickly as possible. Solid dismount, of course, as well. And there was a lot of good stuff in there for Ahmed Riyad Aliouat. So 11.366 is lower than any of the qualification scores. So the judges are going to be applying the rules absolutely on the money here. First of our 4 Olympic contenders here, or I should say Olympian contenders. Tanaka Yusuke competed in Rio and London. London 2012, Tanaka qualified for the parallel bars final, finished 8th. Third best qualifier here though, so could challenge for the podium, scored 13.533 during qualification, that is. Not bad, certainly fluid. Almost potentially to the detriment of the moments you want to see him at full balance. Movement in handstand was something to behold. So, big step up in terms of score, 13.600, 2 points clear of Aouat of Algeria. So the third contender is the Norwegian Harald Wibje, 25-year-old from Fredrikstad, named after former king Frederick II. Rule the parallel bars here in Antalya. Very smooth. Well, the difficulty was as high as anyone else in qualification. Where Wibje was let down was in the execution scores. So right down at 7.1 in terms of execution. Now, I'm not sure that he's going to get marked down that much for this finals routine. He set a 12.000 in qualification. Fancy he's going to get a little higher than that here. Good composure through that combination. And then pretty solid on the dismount. Just needed that step back. Legs are almost too straight on the landing. A little bit of hope and expectation in those eyes. 13-6, the top score set at the moment by Tanaka Yusuki from Japan. If the Norwegian can get close to that, he could be in with a shout at the podium here. Well, 12.066. It is enough for provisional second. Is it going to be enough to stay up in the top three? Second of the Algerians ready to go. Bilal Belaoui making his World Cup debut here in Antalya. Solid. The difficulty score that could prevent Belaoui from making the podium here. The lowest of all the 8 contenders apart from his teammate. Execution was good though. 8.233 in qualification. The difficulty at 3.8 is the issue there. 10.6 will not challenge the podium. We have had half of the field through in the men's parallel bars here at the Antalya World Cup. Now time for the second rotation, and they will have their time to warm up first. The big names going in this one are the top 2 qualifiers. Rechan of Takir and Abdurakimov of Uzbekistan. Robert Rogel, an Olympian from Lithuania, from Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. Three-time Olympian, in fact, for Rogel. He was fourth through qualification. And this is the other contender that we will have in the second rotation. Ahmadzada. He's going to give way to second highest qualifier, Raziljon Abdurakhimov from Uzbekistan, the 28-year-old, was an Olympian in both Paris and Tokyo. Took the World Cup bronze in the parallel bars at Cottbus in Germany at the World Cup last year. He will be next out once the warm-up is complete, and then he's followed by the top qualifier, Ferhat Arichan of Turkey. We are ready to resume the men's parallel bars here at the third Artistic Gymnastics World Cup of the year in Antalya. Sitting top of the pile at the moment, Tanaka from Japan, who leads the way from Wibyi of Norway and Anuat of Algeria. This is the Uzbek Raziljon Abdurakhimov. Second highest qualifier. It's looking to be a score of 13.600. And that is a fine performance. Solid throughout. It's not setting the world alight with its difficulty. It certainly wasn't an easy routine. And a 14.2 has set a new benchmark at the top. Difficulty was not too bad at all, 5.1 there. So taking over at the top of the men's parallel bars, Rasuljan Abdurakhimov. Now leads for Uzbekistan from Japan's Tanaka Yusuke, provisionally in third at the moment. It's the Norwegian Harald Wibye. But up next, the biggest cheer in the crowd is for Ferhat Arıcan. The athlete from just up the road in Izmir, 430 kilometers up the road. Coastal resort that Turkey proudly can boast about. Also boasts the top qualifier in the men's parallel bars here in Antalya. European champion on the bars in 2020 and 2021. Silver at the European Championships in Antalya in 2023. Well-decorated career. Began with vault silver at the Youth Olympic Games in 2010, and it continues here in Antalya. Now that cheer around the crowd is not just because of the fact that Arıcan is from Turkey, but it's because that was a podium-topping performance. We get the pleasure and joy of being able to watch that again. There's just that air of confidence about the routine, making it look almost effortless. For sure, it is not effortless. Flexing your body into these positions and to generate the power for that dismount. And a lot of the team there watching on, along with their friends and family. So a tremendous display. And that is what the result is, a 14.466. Has smashed the top spot open by 0.266 points. And that is something to beat there. A 14.466, beating the 14.367 he scored in qualification. Follow that, Robert Tvoryorol, the 30-year-old from Vilnius in Lithuania. Fourth best qualifier, three-time Olympian. Parallel bars bronze at the European Championships in Mersin in 2020. Looking for his first Parallel Bars World Cup medal. Scores 13.167 in qualification. he seemingly flew through his routine. (13.3.00), not enough today for Royal. The last of the contenders, Rasul Ahmadzada, qualified 5th with a 12.300. It's his first World Cup pommels final. Sorry, it's his did make the final of the parallel bars in Antalya last year, but that was a World Cup challenge. He was also in the pommel final yesterday. Current standings, Adachan of Turkey is sitting at the top. Rakimov from Uzbekistan in the silver medal position, and Tanaka from Japan in the bronze medal position with a 13.600, the score that Ahmadzada has to beat to challenge the podium places. Solid, accomplished performance. All the elements are there, weren't they? Difficulty of 4.2 in qualification just might not be enough here to challenge those top 3 spots. Takes his seat to await the outcome of his scores. 12.733, only good enough for 5th place. So what a performance. The top 3 qualifiers taking the top 3 spots. Turkey's Ferhat Alican with the gold medal from Rasul John Abdu Rakimov from Uzbekistan, and completing the podium, Japan's Tanaka Yusuke. Well, the 8 contenders for this final are there in front of you. We need to be looking out for Liao of the People's Republic of China, Tanaka of Japan, and they are going in 4th and 6th places. Of course, Tanida from Japan also could threaten the Lithuanian Pavoroil as the cat amongst the pigeons here with his 3rd place qualification position. He'll go in 3rd position. But Molnar going through his ritual warm-up. This is the Lithuanian. gold medal for Royal at the 2019 European Games. European champion in horizontal bar as well in 2020. Got gold, silver and bronze in this discipline on the World Cup circuit last year. He has now been replaced on the warm-up bar by the top qualifier, Li Ao Jiali, 23-year-old from Hunan province, scored 14.467 to give him a clear top spot through qualification. He'll go fourth in the lineup. So, building momentum, executing daring releases. The men's horizontal bar is a display of dynamic flow, incredible athleticism. Ready for a thrilling display of high-flying action. It will begin with Japan's Haneda Masaharu, Fukui, Japanese youth team that took team gold at the World Championships here in Antalya in 2023. Spotted the landing pretty well. Just a little hop there. He's happy. So the judges will be marking on a controlled fluid swing. Tick for Tanida. Angles coming out of the pirouettes, closer to that handstand position they get to with stillness, which obviously very difficult on the horizontal bar, but the less they'll lose in execution. Control, how the legs are on the dismount. The flightier, the better is probably the best way to describe the dismount. Get up as much momentum from the bar as you can before the release, and then as many twists and turns as you possibly can before spotting the landing. 13.666. That is the benchmark that's been set by Tanida. Given that a couple of athletes scored in the 14s through qualification, that could be challenged. Now, the Hungarian, Botond Molnar, 20-year-old from Budapest. Has attended one World Championships, has World Challenge Cup medals, but no World Cup medals. This is fourth outing on the World Cup series. Make a little adjustment there to Those hands. Right hand the wrong way round. Seem to have unsettled him though. Couple of adjustment steps for him on landing. So the judges will be looking at those handstand positions. Did he get high enough up on a couple of occasions? I think he may well have been a touch lacking on that front. Well, again, I'm experiencing some technical difficulties with the scoring. Finally comes through. Not going to be challenging the podium with an 11.666. The difficulty of 4.2 was the telling factor there. Need to be just a touch braver. Next up, Lithuania's 30-year-old from the capital, Robert Tvororol. Big adjustment on landing, as you saw. Could see him marked down here, but the question is by how much? does make it difficult for the athletes to be waiting around for the scores to come in, but there is very little that the judges can do. It's not their issue that is causing the problem. We get to see the landing again. That's where he could lose some points. Finding ways to entertain themselves, using their portable devices. It's just grooving along to the music. Meanwhile, these guys are wondering what on earth is going on with the scoring. And finally, the score does come in at 12-4-3-3 is enough for second spot. A long wait then for our next contender, the fourth man in the horizontal bars is Japan's top qualifier. Sorry, People's Republic of China's top qualifier, Liao Jiali. We did not know a huge amount about this athlete before his attendance here, but the 23-year-old from Hunan qualified first and has put down a marker here. To be pretty darn good to make People's Republic of China team in many sports, including gymnastics. So just to make it is a testament of how good you have to be. That performance absolutely cemented thinking before we saw Liao in action that he was going to be a challenger. 13.666 top score at the moment for Tanida Masaharu. 14s we're into now for Liao as he goes top of the pile. So 4 more athletes to come on the horizontal bar. Šribic from Croatia, Tanaka from Japan, the second highest qualifier, who'll go 6th. Burkhardt from the United States of America, and Skoivang from Oslo, Norway. Landing his warm-up dismount pretty solidly. Sixth World Cup for Peder Skoivang, a Norwegian 22-year-old from the capital city of Oslo. So, the men's horizontal bar competition will resume. Tokyo and Paris Olympian from Croatia up next. Tin Šribic, 28-year-old from Zagreb, 7th through qualification with a 13.033. Scoring high with his execution, if not with his difficulty. Very good landing. Certainly could threaten European champion in on the horizontal bar in 2023. He was the world champion in 2017. Silver medal in the World Championships in 2023 as well. So no shrinking violet. Tin Šibic from Croatia. So 14 again, and that puts Šibic in medal contention. Top of the pile now, the Croatian from Liao, with Tanida sitting in third. Tanida's teammate up next. Second in qualification, Tanaka Yusuke from Wakayama takes to the horizontal bar. Well, could that challenge now? Scored a 13.500. Sorry, he scored a 14 dead in qualification. Part of that Japanese team that took team gold in Rio 2016 at the Olympics, team silver at London 2012. Certainly giving himself a shout here. again, can only go with what you're given. And another 14, only enough for third place with a 14.033. So that puts Tanaka on the podium. Pushes his teammate Tanida down to fourth. 2 more to go. Next up, Taylor Burkhart from the United States of America. The athlete from Colorado took gold on the floor, so made the vault final. Big hop for the landing. He looks pretty happy with that. 14.033, the score to beat. So we look at his execution there. Just a little lower than those above him in qualification, but the difficulty levels were pretty high through qualification. So I wonder whether he could challenge here. So, the final contender, Peder Skoivang from Norway. It's his 6th World Cup, but his very first final. And that puts pay to any chance of a spot on the podium. Almost like he snapped around too quick there. Surprised himself. Well done for finishing the job off there. Pereskoivan fell early, but got himself back up. Complete his routine on the horizontal bars and to complete the action on the floor here in Antalya. Fall that scuppered his chances. Pereskoivan still waiting for his scores here. 4 means that he will not challenge the podium. There you have it, 11.233, only good enough for 8th place. So the men's horizontal bar is the last of the events to conclude here at the 3rd FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Cup, and here are the classifieds for that competition. Tin Štribec from Croatia taking the gold medal from 7th place in qualification. Lia Jieli from the People's Republic of China with silver, and it's Tanaka Yosuke who takes the bronze medal. A fabulous contest here in Antalya across these 2 days of live coverage, and of course the 2 qualifying days beforehand. Time now for the medal ceremony in the men's vault competition. Sebastian Sponevik of Norway taking the bronze medal. Jaho Sharamku, competing independently, takes the silver. The gold medal goes to Armenia's Artur Davtyan. Well, great stuff from the men's vaulters. Top of the pile, Artur Davtyan from Armenia, competing independently in silver medal position. Yahor Sharamkov, bronze medal going to Norway's Sebastian Sponovic. So now time for the men's parallel bars medal ceremony. The top three qualifiers taking the top three spots in order. Tanaka Yusuke of Japan with the bronze medal. Razulyan Abdurakimov with the silver, and Turkey's very own Ferhat Alican taking the gold medal, and with some form indeed. Alican, a very deserving champion here in Antalya.
Congratulations.
So gold there for Ferhat Alican of Turkey in the middle. On the left, Uzbekistan's Razulyan Abdurakimov with silver, and Tanaka Yusuke of Japan on the right with the bronze medal. So now we move on to the men's horizontal bar, the final of the events. Tanaka Yusuke of Japan with the bronze medal on the right. Liao Jiali of the People's Republic of China was silver on the left. The man that landed the biggest routine of the lot, the Croatian from Zagreb, Tin Srebic, taking the gold medal. So there we have it, the final of the medal ceremonies. Tin Šibic of Croatia taking the men's horizontal bar gold medal. Silver medal goes to People's Republic of China's Liao Jiali, and Tanaka Yusuke of Japan collecting the bronze medal.